Hi everyone, it's Christopher, Mono County Library Director and co-host of the Oxygen Starved podcast. And it's Book Talk Friday, so I've got two great library books for you to check out, one new and one old. This week I've chosen two best-selling YA novels that are crossovers and that they're popular with adults as well. The older one is called They Both Die at the End by Adam Silvera. It came out 5 years ago. The premise of the story is that a company exists called DeathCast, which somehow knows when any individual is going to die, and for a subscription fee, you can sign up to receive a phone call informing you when you have less than 24 hours to live. The plot centers around two different teenagers, Mateo and Rufus, who each receive such a call on the same day. For different reasons, they each download an app to their phone called Last Friend that allows people who are going to die on a given day to connect with others in the same situation, and the app brings Mateo and Rufus together. The two young adults, along with other close friends and family, embark on a journey of living an entire lifetime in a single day. They ponder the meaning of life itself, and of course learn more about themselves in the process. Silvera presents this heavy topic, layered on the already difficult challenges teenagers face as they come of age, in a compelling, endearing, and beautiful manner. This book shot to the bestseller list. It got rave reviews. It appeared on many best of book lists. Part of the reason is that Silverman's characters feel authentic and they inhabit a world where social media is an important means of communication. So it was no surprise then that in the spring of 2020, height of pandemic lockdown, this title started taking off on TikTok, bringing it back to the bestseller list for a second time to the delight of many. What that did was highlight the power of TikTok and social media to talk about books like I'm doing now, and it caused Adam Silvera to revisit the DeathCast world with a prequel that just came out this year, the first to die at the end. The premise of this story is the launch of the DeathCast service 7 years prior to the setting of the other book. Now, people are skeptical that it's real, but the company is intent on a heavily promoted launch to gain subscribers to sign up for the phone call service. And it all hinges on whether the people called on that first day do actually end up dying in 24 hours, as the company states. Again, Silvera brings together two different new adults. Mario, who has a life-threatening heart condition that has had him living in fear of dying since he was a child, he signs up for DeathCast because it takes the weight off his shoulders of worrying if each new day will be his last. He'll get a phone call when it actually is. Maybe he can start living without fear now and pursue his dream of becoming a writer. The other is Valentino, fresh to the city with a modeling contract and a plan to develop his career with his sister, and he's moving into his first apartment sight unseen. It's the day of the DeathCast launch, so there's a big party in Times Square to promote it, where tons of people are gathered in a party mood. Mario and Valentino cross paths, the DeathCast service launches, violence erupts, and between the two, a single phone rings. What follows is described in one review as a rush of emotion and surprise through that next 24 hours. And that captures the essence of what Silvera is able to do with a novel in which you already know something about the ending. It's no easy feat to bring the reader into a story like this that asks the eternal question, if you knew when you were going to die, how would you spend your last day? But he does it so well you're entranced by and become invested in these characters. The blurb says Silvera's works remind us there's no life without death, no love without loss, and that it's possible to change your whole world in a day. Now, the only other author who I think did this quite this well is Kazuo Ishiguro with Never Let Me Go. And like that hugely popular book, The First to Die at the End left me with tear-stained cheeks at the end, which means it worked. This is The First to Die at the End. This is its sequel, They Both Die at the End, both by Adam Silvera, both at Mono County Libraries. Come in and grab one of these or another great book to read. In the meantime, stay safe, stay warm during the storm, and happy reading.